All right, let's get busy. Don't got a lot of time. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Let's fix this. That looks pretty good. Some light up in here. All right, let's see what's going on with this market right now. Get rid of this gum. All right, what's happening, people? Man, it's too hot to be having this. Why? I don't even know why I put this on. It's way too hot today to be doing all of this, man. I had to leave my air conditioning in the house to come out here and get some of this air and hear my birds. Good enough. All right, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? Let me get on these charts real quick. Oh, man. All right, internet is good. Let me get into this, over to this chat. See who's on here real quick. Last thing I saw on the chart, right before I left, it looked like speed came in. So I don't know if that's still the situation. But that was the last thing I saw. For sure. What the hell am I looking for? All right, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so we should be good now. Let me see. Get this link, throw it over here. All right. Come on, bugs. See, this is why I don't like messing around underneath a tree. These bugs always want to get all friendly. Okay. That's not PG-13 music at all. All right, let me get over to this chat real quick. See what's up with y'all. Ernest, what up? What's up, Mick? Capital One, what's good? Mick said handing out jerk slaps. Well, that means there ain't nobody losing no money. That's what that means right there. For sure. We all keeping our money. Yeah, we actually had the permission slip came a little while ago. I forgot the exact time. I think it was 2:25. I forgot what the exact time was, but I think it was 2:25. But I don't think that there was follow through. At least not when I was looking. Looked like speed was coming back in. Okay, yeah. 2:25. So that's right. Yeah, it looked like speed was coming right in. Like as soon as we got it, there was some speed coming right in on the back end of it. So, but that's not to say that it won't slow down. That's why you got to be always focused and prepared. Because if you wasn't paying attention, you wouldn't even seen the permission slip. You would not have seen that. You know, there's times when it's like a needle in a haystack type thing. Yep, needle in the haystack. But you know, that's how the market does. Like the market is just that type of thing where it does what it wants to, and as long as you respect what it's doing, you are always on the safe side where you're not going to lose. And that's where I always want to be. I don't ever want to switch over to the dark side and then mess around and play with the market, because when you get into that juice man vibration, you can't stop. And that's what people don't believe happens, but it does happen. What's up, Adam? He said that I call up NADEX. See if they're gonna give us some follow through, huh? Nah, I don't got that much juice. No, I don't got that much juice, my brother. He's like, it would be nice. Stacy said Juju Friday. Yeah, I got my money beads on. I'm telling you, that's why we got the MRMH today. I'm telling you, man, these money beans. When I rock these money beads, it's money coming. I think I'm playing, man. I'm telling you. Trying to tell you. I know one thing. I know it's hot now. Shit. This weather done got real hot. It's 37 right here. I wasn't looking to see if it gave off the +1. Who was watching this 37 just now? Anybody see if that's set up? Look like the behavior's there. Behavior's there solid. I don't know if it, and I know I saw pricing too. That might have been solid right there. It looks like it gave off that +1. I don't know what else it did, but that looked like it was solid. And I caught the last 35 seconds of it. So I can't really tell. Okay, so it did give it, all right, so it gave it off. All right, let me see what everybody else thought about that one. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm over here running my trap. Stay there. Stay. What was I about to do? Oh, this right here. See what folks got to say about that one. Okay, got you. Pricing was all over the place. Got you. So by the matter of fact, if that's the case, when I came back on, it was back in the 20s then. So it must have been already down like y'all are saying. Got you. Well, that like I've been saying, there's a lot of information for you to study in what this thing, what the market is doing. Like that was a good study example right there, because if you are just studying the elements of everything that you're seeing, you can pick up on everything that you need to. Like what I gathered just from that is the fact that behavior was right. If you saw how it behaved at the end and how it held, that was on point. Now the fact that your pricing was jumping around, what that is giving you clarity on is where the instability is. So you know that your instability to a degree is still within your pricing. That tells you a lot of information right there. That's a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of information. Because remember that everything is timing. Everything is timing. Nobody's saying nothing about that 315. Nobody got nothing to say about it. So everybody must have saw that same thing. Am I bothered? What's happening? Okay, James said he's not on the chart. He didn't see it. All right, that's cool. James is like, listen, my weekend already started. I don't know what y'all talking about. He's like, I don't know what y'all talking about. My weekend is in play right now. All right, look, keep your eye on this one. Watch this one. See what this one do. Now, what I'm looking for right now is more so to have an idea of the stability level present. Obviously, the price was not in position for there to be anything further than that. So you couldn't get any type of solid information out of your pricing because of where the market was relative to the strike. Like it was hugging the strike price, so it's not telling you anything as far as pricing goes. And then you had speed bursts, and I mentioned that earlier. As a matter of fact, I saw that before I had left my house to come out here. That speed burst was present then. I see that it's still there, even though right now the timing of it is different. Like, y'all heard me talking about that on training. You heard me talking about that. Oh, Mick is Mick is digging the OPE, huh? Yeah, that's a powerful tool. Understand that that's a tool. That's just another tool in our toolbox. It's one nuance, and then within that one nuance, there's a bunch of other nuances within it. It's just like how everything else is. Just like what I've been mentioning as of late, where I'm talking about time and the behavior. Adam said, I think that's the pretzels we talked about last night. Man, the pretzels was good, man. I got the little ones. The little ones that are pretzel shaped. Because then you got pretzel sticks. I don't really like pretzel sticks. I don't really like pretzel sticks like that. Remember the Stella Doro breadsticks? They still make those? They probably still make those. But back in the day, Stella Doro used to make mad other stuff. Like, they used to make a bunch of cookies and like little round cookies and S-shaped cookies and all that. Yeah, that's what we're going to be training on next week, Mick. That's what we're going to be training on. I'm about to say, I decided to implement some of the things you've been saying in your videos, and I'm pleased to reveal I only took 2 trades today, and both were winners. I put value into those trades and then shut down my platform. Very good, man. Very, very good. Very good. I know that's a huge difference for you. Just from what you mentioned yesterday about how many trades you took yesterday alone. I was like, well, and then I realized how nonchalant you were about the number. Like, I think you said 15 trades or something crazy. So being that you were so nonchalant about the fact that you took 15 trades, I know that that's something that's a common occurrence. It's not like that was a something that you don't normally do. That's something that you probably normally do. You're accustomed to. So I know to cut that down to 2, that's a huge difference. Very good, man. Very good. Abs, I could eat soy pretzels all day if I wasn't worried about being 300 pounds. Yeah, the soy pretzels ain't even pretzels, man. They bread. Soy pretzel was like a bagel. That's all it is. A big brown bagel. Yeah, definitely salt free. Definitely salt. There be pretzels that have so much salt on them, you can't taste the pretzel. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Can't do that. We don't do the extra super duper sodium, so high in sodium ridiculousness pretzels. Nah. And my father says, I know I've mentioned I have an impatient personality. I have started taking action on controlling myself, and I need to give props to you because your video commentaries have really helped. So I'm thankful to you for that insight. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I want to see everybody win. And I know why people lose. You know, I know why people lose. People lose because they can't control themselves, man. That's the main thing. You learn how to redirect your focus on conditioning yourself to not feed so much into your greed, you know, to bring that down, tone that down, first and foremost. Then you begin to think more rationally and think with more logic. And your decision making in the market, and even as far as money management and everything, starts to make more sense. Just like how you said you gave more value to the trades that you did take. That's way better. It's way better to do that. Because now that means that you would have to have confidence in the trades that you ultimately do take in order to put more value on them. And why wouldn't you have that? You see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you have the confidence? So it's like a way to force yourself to have more confidence in your ability to take the trades in the environment and, you know, with the market behavior that should be present for you to win your trade. If you focus on that and you learn and condition yourself to just do that, you'll be consistent. And the consistency can be as little as one a day. Like, you don't got to take 10 trades a day to try to profit. You just take one. Take one. Wait for that one to come that you know is during the time in the market when it's the right environment for you. Pull the trigger, put value on it, and capitalize that way. You know, you way better off doing it like that. Don said you got to go ramble on the market to get it out your system. You're right about that. He said I went ramble plenty of times before I got it together. Yep, and that's a good way to describe it. It's so funny because in your mind you think you Rambo, but the market is Rambo. That's the funny shit. You think you Rambo. Nah, man. Nah. You the cops that's coming and trying to get Rambo. You the cops trying to kill Rambo. Thinking that you Rambo. Nah. For real, yep. And my brother said, I also traded Forex before, and that allows you to be a bit more impatient because you don't need to be so precise. Right. I found NADEX to be more frustrating due to timing, but I'm becoming more accustomed to this and prefer the income potential in quick time on NADEX. You got it, my brother. You got it. See now, look at how things open up for you when you really just kind of slow yourself down and just start allowing yourself to think about what you're doing. Like just that point right there about NADEX being, you know, a much better opportunity for you. It is. Hands down. Like we're dealing with binaries. We're dealing with the ability for us to utilize our skill in the market to basically out trade other people on the platform. Like that's what you're doing. As long as you know the market better than somebody else, you can win consistently. And if you can win consistently, you can make a lot of money. You can make as much money as you want to make. And that's what I was talking about as far as giving value to your trades. The money is in your ability and in your confidence to take trades in the right environment. That's where the money's at. So in other words, knowing the market better than other people, that's where the money's at. On this platform, on NADEX, without a doubt. Don said it all comes down to the abundance mentality and understand that there is plenty for everyone. Man, there's more than enough for everybody, man. More than enough. Yeah. Mick said being able to explain and interpret the losses. Wait, hold that thought. Look at this 2737 right here. It's still looking like it's still gonna look sloppy, I think. It's still looking sloppy. You see the instability in the option pricing. You can see it clearly. Yep, you can still see the instability. All right, so cool. At least we know where we at. Being able to explain and interpret the losses that we don't take certainly lets me know the wins literally are given up by the market. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got to remember, every time we talk about somebody getting slapped, somebody getting smashed, somebody getting hammered, that's a loss you didn't take. That's the perfect way right there for you to describe it, exactly how you described it. Exactly how you described it. That is perfect. Adam said, put any of the TA students up against anyone on NADEX on any day. Yep, I told you that already, man. That's like on any day. I'll take a new student. I'll take somebody that just watched 301 like 5 times and put them up against somebody, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose. being up against whoever is on TA. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. See, you gotta understand what winning means. Now this is good. Check this out. Winning doesn't necessarily mean I traded and took someone else's money. Winning means I didn't trade and let someone else take my money. Come on, man. Come on, that's winning. I'm out performing all of y'all. Y'all all want to trade in all of this. And I know not to trade. Who's winning? Who's winning? You know that you're getting smashed. Look at the trades. You like, we looking at them, we're like, damn, somebody got caught on that one right there. They definitely got caught. Of course they did. So it's kind of like a situation where you let all of the people who are inexperienced with the market, let them battle it out. And we'll be right on the benches just looking, in the bleachers, looking at them, watching the game. We not in the game because it ain't time for us to be in the game. Then by the time we get in the game, we just score. They be like, damn, what team is this? They just came out of nowhere and just started scoring. Yeah, that's what we do. We score. We don't even got to play you. As soon as we step on the field, you're lost. Come on, man. That's hard right there. That whole thing that I just went through, that's the perfect description of how we do shit, for real. Ernest said, Juice Man wants it all, then he gets rambled in the process. Adam said, at least the market is being transparent today. It's like watching a brawl from the sidelines. Yes, even the victor gets tore up, but the spectator is clear. Woo! Adam is on the vibe, boy. Dang, I gotta read that again. He said it's like watching a brawl from the sidelines. Even the victor gets tore up, but the spectator is clear. No scars, no bruises, no nothing. We got to sit back, chill, and relax and watch them battle it out. And you know that the winner gonna get beat up anyway. We're not trying to get beat up when we get into the game. I'm trying to Mayweather you. Come on, man. And my brother, he got a lot to say right now. He said, I don't have a job to fall back on and need to make a living, so my style is reading price action, and I need to see price movement to be able to feel comfortable taking trades. I was thinking of joining TA, but many times I've heard you say you guys may not trade for days or weeks because the market may not give you the trades. I appreciate that you've said sometimes the market can give you an abundance of trades, but in my experience, you should be able to get at least 1 to 2 trades on 5-minute binaries per day. You can miss a day here and there, but in general, I'd rather be consistent in that than getting no trades for days and weeks and then have multiple trades at some point. I also understand the market dictates whether the trades are given, but with patience and allowing the market to reveal itself is the key, and it does reveal itself at least once every day. I believe it's many more times, but let's say worst case scenario. Another thing I noticed on many of your trading videos is you are trading in very quiet times when the market is in rest mode. And from my experience, that sort of trading does not fit with my approach or my personality. Sometimes you got to admit you can't change a personality trait just like that. It takes years. You're absolutely right. Okay, that right there, I think you said that earlier. He said, I can only wish you the best and thanks for answering all my questions. I may have more in the future as I take on this challenge as it's an ongoing self-discovery journey. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, see, that's what it is. Like, just the fact that you're benefiting from the things that I talk about. My thing is just to always be able to provide value based on what I know. Like I can't talk about stuff I don't know. I can talk about things that I'm very familiar with all day. That's why I talk about everything related to the market. This is 27 years worth of information, 27 years worth of experience. And for me to be able to utilize specific information that I know and that definitely works for me, and then pass that on to the next person, that's what my goal has always been. So that's why, I talk about self-awareness all the time. And self-awareness, in my opinion, is more important than what you're trying to become, because you don't really know what you're trying to become until you know what you are first. You see what I'm saying? Like you made a very powerful point with what you just said, where you said something about your personality. I actually want to read it because that's very powerful. Like that's a very powerful point, because it's awareness. Where is it? Right here. He said, from my experience, that sort of trading does not fit with my approach or my personality. That right there, that's clarity for you. You see what I'm saying? The fact that you're aware of yourself, that to me, that's more important than trying to adapt to something that you know does not represent who you are right now. You understand what I'm saying? You're much better off becoming the best at who you actually are, period. It doesn't matter if it fits with something that you see someone else being successful with. And that's why that, it's more valuable to me to just offer value and insight in general to everybody, because I know that people will get some level of value from stuff that I talk about. And that's why I just talk about everything, because I'm not going to hold anything back and then restrict access to valuable information that I can pass along that I know can help somebody else, period. Like just in general, that's always been my thing. So the fact that, we got these platforms, like I can go live at any time and just talk. And what I'm talking about is valuable to somebody. You realize how fulfilling that is for me? That's the reason I'm successful now at what I'm doing. Because I'm not greedy and I'm not trying to keep it all to myself and not sharing it with other people. I'm sharing it with everybody, whoever wants to learn, whoever wants to know. The information is there. So it's like, here, this is what I do, you can do this too. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to do this, but I can help you to maybe get better at what you do. You see what I'm saying? That's for me, that's the value proposition that is always present. And to me, that's what TeamAlliance represents. Like like people will ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, you don't go out and talk to people and try to get people to sign up?" And I'm like, "No, I don't do that. That's not why I'm doing that. Like, I'm not doing it to try to get people to sign up. I'm doing it to try to get people to win. Like, you can win and not even be over on TeamAlliance. I want you to win just because you saw videos that I do. To me, that's priceless to me. The fact that you can say, yo, I ain't start really winning. I ran into this dude online, this dude Mark, and this TeamAlliance. And ever since I've been watching them videos and this and blah, 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 I started winning. Come on, man. All for videos? To me, and that's why I will continue to be successful, because I give value away for free. That's how you become successful. You perpetuate what you're doing. If I'm giving value, that's what I'm gonna get back. That's why I succeed when I trade. That's why I have a successful group of people that's around me every day that are duplicating the same type of success that I'm having. And some of them are not at the position yet where they're going to be, but they're training to become who they're going to be. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, that shit is priceless to me. It's just priceless. Let me see what Adam said. Bothered. One thing that helped me, if you can, is to get a solid savings of 3 to 6 months of expenses. I don't need to even take a trade for months to survive. Yes. He says, I do have another business anyway, but if that business were to dissolve, I'd still be able to trade that way. It could take a while to get to that point, though. I get that. And absolutely, all of the above is correct. It's just like any business. Like, it's not like when you start trading, boom, you got an ATM machine. You know, you just make money on demand. And no, you're dealing with skill. That's why it's so important to always be training, because you need to always be in position where you're fine-tuning and cultivating the skill that you have. Meaning whatever you have grasped thus far from training and from learning and dealing with the market, you have to always continue to cultivate that. You can't stop. It's like, I don't understand why people stop. I don't get that. It's like people will start training and then they'll stop. I'm like, don't stop. The fact that you're training is how you're going to build skill when you're not trading. Like a lot of people don't realize the value of that. If it took you a year to train and you didn't trade at all for a year, but during that year you trained the whole time, like, you realize where your skill level is elevating up to? It's getting up to a point where by the time you do begin to trade, you've acquired so much skill on so many different levels that you can pick how you approach the market. You don't even have to be restricted by anything. Like, that's what training and all of this does. It makes you better at whatever it is that you're doing. You're learning how to really interpret the market for real. That doesn't mean that you got to fit, you have to do a certain approach to the market. You want to trade in faster markets and in volatility, you got to figure out the market from that perspective. But the fact that you know that that's what you have to do, you're not going into it blind. You're going into it knowing, well, you know what? I got to study this market based on how I want to trade. I know I got to study the hell out the market. And then you get to studying. And then during that study time, there's no trading during that time. Because you're watching and observing the market. The market is teaching you. It's going to teach you. And if you try to trade while you're in the learning process, that's where people get slapped up. And then that's when now you got to deal with the emotional shit that goes along with losing. So your whole process is not only learning about the market and the way that you want to approach the market, but it's also learning how to control yourself and how that relates to anything that you do in the market. Because if you lose a trade, there is an emotion that goes along with that loss. And that emotion can trigger revenge. That emotion can trigger you being depressed and giving up. It can trigger a bunch of shit. And that's why if you're not conditioned yourself to deal with the market, it's over for you from the beginning anyway. That's the first thing I say in my training. You're going to learn about the market, but you're going to learn more about yourself. That's the more important thing that you're learning. How to deal with you. Ernest said, keep in mind that most successful traders get in trades during quiet times, but it's great that you know what you're looking for. Wish you much success. Adam said, Mark, that's why you're the realist. Most dudes are on here just selling their wares. You're on here just giving value and letting the universe feed you all day. All day, Adam, all day. Then he talks his shit. He says, I'm bringing it today. Oh my goodness. Oh snap. He said, look, he's saying everything I just typed and didn't even look at what I had written. Come on, man. You already know that. The vibes is insane. He said, if you have a savings, that takes the stress away. Stress will kill your trading business. Yes. Yes, it will. Jelani said, I'm just going to sip my tea while I'm listening to this conversation. Ooh, Mick said, we don't train for the fight. We train not to have to fight. Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, the vibe is heavy right now. The vibe is heavy right now. Damn. Damn. Shit. Adam said that's why I joined TA. The trading style fit my personality, among other reasons. James said I joined because I knew Mark had the sauce. All these nuggets, man. Where the signals at? Yo, y'all are crazy. Yeah, that was hard right there. Damn. That was hard. Mick pretty much said, listen, we train so that we ain't no fight. We train so that I'ma just beat your ass. It's not a fight. For real. He said talk about got beat up today. Why even get swung at? Come on, man. Come on, that's hard. That's hard. That's why I was saying earlier, I was like, I want to just Mayweather my opponent. Mayweather don't get hit in the fight. He's dancing. He's literally dancing around the ring and making moves and doing all of this on you. You're not even touching. You ain't hit him yet. You didn't hit him yet, and he popped you by 10 times. Come on, man. Ernest said, this is how you get hated on, Mick. Yeah, Mick, definitely. That was hard. For real. That was hard right there. Ernest said, why didn't I come up with that? Mick got that juice today, baby. He on that juice. That juice is heavy. That juice is heavy today, baby. Adam said a person buys a gun and then learns to use it and hope that they'll never have to use it. But if the time comes, they're ready. Yep. That's a fact. That is a fact. Preparation. Be ready, you won't have to get ready. See what this 2739 does right here. See what this does real quick. Almost, not quite. Nope, not quite. Almost though. Yeah, that was an almost. That's gonna hold too. That right there gonna hold. Right there, it's gonna hold right at the 85. And my father said I have the ingredients for success because I put the work in over the years, but was missing certain things, and you have clarified them for me. And I'm now working on them, and once I become successful, it would be down to you for sure. And I'm now working on them, and once I become successful, it will be down to you for sure. Okay, I don't understand the last part of what you said, but I understand the first part. Yeah, we needed one extra one on that one, Jelani. Yup. Yep, yep, yep. And a lot of times when you see that pause like that, like when it gets close and then it pauses, that pause is a potential movement that will, it might reverse. It could reverse if it just halts like that. But the combination of the way that you see the timing of the overall behavior and then looking at the binary that you're on now, and just like putting the pieces of the puzzle together, you know, you can kind of get you do get the feel for what the market is actually doing and what environment it's actually in, because like it's just like how speed will hide the actual behavior. Absolutely, that siren was straight up European. I know, right? Sounding like it was in London or something. Sound like a cat in heat. I know, sounded sick. Man, weather is very nice today. It's a little warm though. It's kind of hot, but it is very nice indeed. All right, what time is it? 3:50. All right, yeah, it's time to wrap it up. Time to wrap it up. All right, this week, this was a good week for training, man, and an excellent week for study. Definitely. Definitely. Yes, indeed. Oh, Jack is back. Oh, okay. I remember Jack. I remember Jack from last year. All right. Jack is back. Let me get Jack together. I feel like I'm in the bodega, that music playing. That music made me want to go get a Pepsi and a pack of M&Ms. Oh, man. All right, let me see is he still in here? Yeah, he's still in there. Okay. All right, so what time? Yeah, it's almost 4, 3:55. All right, yeah, let me get up out of here. and go pick up my kids. I'll be at Starbucks a little later on. We'll do some recapping for the week. That's always a good experience. I always look forward to that, and always seeing you guys on the recap. Definitely, we can do what we do. Let me read these comments real quick. Kenyatta, what's happening, man? Jermaine, what up? Adam said, I got a weekend date with the Blueprint videos. Shalati said, me too. Yep, Kenyatta, salute. Salute. Mick says, TA gives wisdom, free your mind, and that ass will follow. I like that. He said, hashtag in sync. Ooh, Ernest, I'm telling. Ernest said, all peace and quiet without Jay Carly. Wow, that is hilarious. Kenyatta says, quick question, is there a way to get past mental block when trading with low money? When you say mental block, what do you mean by that? I need more context with what you mean by that specifically. Paley, he said, yeah, there is. It's called MRMH. Yeah, but Kenyatta, elaborate on that a little bit for me, so I have more context. Because I'm not sure what you mean specifically by mental block. Like, what type of mental block? Okay, hesitation. Being hesitant on trades. Yeah. You're hesitant because you're scared to lose that money. Because you have a little bit of money and you're not confident in your skill, you're scared. That's why you hesitate when you see trades that you feel that you should be taking. So the way to overcome that is by conditioning yourself, first of all, to be fully confident in your skill. You shouldn't be taking any trade that you would never risk all of your money on. Every trade you take, you should be willing literally to risk your whole account. That's how you overcome that fear and that hesitation. Adam, Mick, he said this vibe is strictly contagious. Why would you not want to better yourself? That's a fact. That's a fact. Kenyatta said, yeah, I miss out on good trades when I know better. I mean, it's interesting what you're saying, because you're saying when you know better. So in other words, you feel that you know what you're doing, right? You know what trades you want to take. You know how you go about trading in the market, and you're confident in that, and you got a little bit of money. You're in the best position ever. You're literally in the best position, because it means you have to rely on the conditioning of your ability. You got to rely on that 100%. There's nothing else. You see what I'm saying? You're the position that you're in now, you can't lose your trades. And I know that that's how you are thinking. You're like, well, I don't have that much money, so I can't afford to lose this. But you can't hold on to the fear of losing it. The fear of losing it is, to some degree, there's a lack of confidence in your skill. You have to free yourself from the fear of not being 100% confident in your skill. And you got to do that first. You have to do that part first. You can't, it's like being in prison. You are imprisoning yourself because You're afraid to lose what you think is all you have. Don't look at the money. The money is a little bit of money, yes. But I want you to realize when you have skill, the skill is the money, man. Your skill is the money. That's why do you think every challenge I start with $100? I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about this. They're like, well, Mark, why you always start with 100? I'm like, because if I start with 1,000, what point am I proving by doing that? Are you gonna start with 1,000? No, I don't got 1,000. You got 100? Yeah, I got 100. All right, so that means if I can do it with 100, so can you. I do it repeatedly with 100. Over and over and over, every challenge, every project, $100. Why do I do that? To show you, just like what you're saying, you don't have a lot of money to start with. You're the exact person that I want to be able to see my videos and get inspired to become skilled. Like, I want you to really realize the money is your skill. Your skill is going to take that little bit of money, that seed money, and it's going to build it to wherever you want to go. But you got to get the skill first. Now, the skill also includes, you got to let go of the fear of not being confident in your skill. You have to get rid of that. You can't be scared of doing it if you know that you're confident in doing it. You got to be confident. You got to be 100% confident when you're ready to pull that trigger and take that trade. Don't be scared if you are confident in what you're doing and in your ability. You got to go all in. You can't be scared. You got to release it. Adam said there's no missing out when the market is always going to be there. Right about that one. You right about that one. Kenyatta said, I've been thinking just stack the money and then go, but you say get the skill first. Oh, they inspire. Yeah, man, the money is nothing without the skill. You're going to keep losing it. This is what I have this conversation literally. This year, I probably had this conversation with at least like 300 or 400 people. And I'm just talking about back and forth dialogue. All of them don't sign up for training with TeamAlliance. This is just questions people ask. They're like, Mark, I'm not sure, should I try to get more skills? Should I sign up for signals? Should I buy a strategy? I'm not sure what to do. And I'm like, skill trumps it all, man. Skill is something that can't nobody take from you. Skill is something that you don't have to worry about. If the person provided you with the signals, something happens to them, what happens to your signals? You buying strategies, what happens when the strategy don't work no more and they switch up? The market does something different. Now you need to buy another one. So you just caught up in a loop where you relying on others. You don't want to rely on somebody else. You want to rely on yourself and your ability to be in this market. So that's why you way better off getting skill. Get the skill, man. The skill is you. And the skill, now mind you, the skill is not just being in the market. The skill is learning how to control yourself when you're in the market also. That's a part of it. Patience and disciplining yourself also. Not jumping into other shit and buying signals because you're not getting enough trades over here with your skill. You see what I'm saying? You got to stick with your skill. You have to train. You got to. To me, there ain't nothing else. I don't see nothing else. And I've been around for 27 years. And I've seen it all. I've literally seen all of the shit out here. Ernest said, scared money don't make no money. Accept the risk and take the damn trade. That's it, man. That's it. And that, see, what that is called is execution. But you can't execute what you're not confident in. So, like I was saying, if you are hesitant, there is a degree of you not being fully confident in your ability also. It's not just about the little bit of money that you got. It's also about how you feel about the confidence level that you have and your ability to interpret what the market is doing at the time. You got to elevate that. You have to. You got to elevate that. Matthew said, be confident because you know you're not guessing. Kenyatta said exactly. I'm self-taught, never invested in signals. I'm 3 years in. You're doing it right, man. You're doing it right. That's why you finding value here, because that is exactly what this is. Nobody taught me this shit. This is from observation and study. Years of losing. Years of not understanding the relationship between the market and the instrument that I'm trading. Come on, man. And then at the same time, when I started to understand, then when I began to execute, then it started working. You see what I'm saying? And then learning how to control yourself, that's it. Once you got all of those elements and you put them all together, you unstoppable now. You literally are unstoppable. Mick said training is personal tithing. You have to sow to be able to reap. Yo, Mick gonna make me hang up on this live. For real, he gonna make me hang up. He just been going in today. Damn. Adam said confidence comes with knowledge. Kenyatta said, but trading with fake money doesn't make your heart speed up. No, it doesn't. Oh, Jay Carly's here. Jay Carly's here, Ernest. She gonna catch it anyway. I don't even gotta say nothing. You already know how she do. She gonna catch it. Adam was like, please don't say anything to her, please. Yo, let me get out of here. Yo, I'll catch you on the recap. I'll be at Starbucks in a little while. Ernest says shit. Kenyatta said, how do you know when you have enough knowledge? You never have enough knowledge, man. But you don't have to have enough knowledge to have full confidence in your ability and in your skill. That's the one thing that you don't have to have. There's no amount of knowledge that you need to be confident. The confidence comes from you building up skill and then executing over and over again and proving it over and over again that you have the skill. You prove through execution. That's why when we train, the training is designed to help you to get to a high skill level, but you're not focused on getting to a high skill level. You're focused on executing a process. Your only job is to execute the process that's here. That's it. If you execute this, your skill will automatically elevate. You will automatically build patience and discipline. The very things that are the most difficult for people to build and work on their own, that's what TA training helps you with. All of the hard shit, it makes it simple for you to actually do it. You don't even know that you're doing it. Execute the process. Follow the protocol. That's it. That's it. Adam said, when you're in heaven. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll holler at you in a little while, all right? Deuces. Kenyatta's still going. How much is training? Look on my look under the description box. It's $35 a month. And send me a request on Facebook. You see the link underneath the video.